Regulators, mount up.
Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day, I'm gonna make.
Oh hey, Lewis here, Rshackbbq and other things. Today I'm out here making a pin assembly for a buddy, seeing how it fits. Anyhow, I'm going to take my safety glasses off. So this week I'm going to be doing a rack of ribs. This cook is not going to be about how I prepare the ribs and all that, seen that 1,000 times. But it's more of a test on the Pitboss vertical smoker. So a lot of you know I use a separate water pan. I don't use the grease catch water pan that's provided with the grill. I fill that, or I line that with foil so it stays clean. So I've read some forums and I've experienced it myself. I'm getting these weird alarms or error codes, and because of the way it's designed, they say that it is supposed to have water in that pan to help regulate everything, and if you get these errors, it's because you're not putting water in it. Well, I put water in a separate pan, but yet I'm still getting these error codes every now and then. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to test that theory. I'm going to put water in that grease trap pan and do a rack of ribs, normally the 3-2-1 method, variation of that, and we'll see if I get those error codes. If I don't get the error code, then I guess you got to put water in that pan, and they're right. So what happens about 2 hours in, there's a temperature failure, I guess is the easiest way to say it, and it keeps feeding pellets to the point that it's basically smoldering the fire pot box and snuffing out the fire, and then it throws the error code. And you get a big heavy smoke coming out of it, everything. What I've been doing is turning it down to the lowest setting above the smoke setting, kind of letting the thing smolder itself out. Then I shut it off, wait 5 minutes, and I fired it back up, and I really didn't lose anything. It set it back to temp, and it seemed to clear and ran fine the rest of the way. So this time I'm just going to try it with water in the pan and see if that solves that error code. So let's see how these ribs turn out. Okay, for this test, you see I've got it all vacuumed out here. I'm going to do a little quick review of this. So you can see the prime button is starting to peel away down there. Missing one of the covers now, and you know, it's getting seasoned very well in there. Probably need to clean the door here soon. Now normally, and let's get that back down there. Normally I run the grease pan with foil in it, and then I have a separate pan that I usually set back in there with water on it, in it. So this time I'm not going to use that pan, and I'm going to take the foil out and I'm going to fill that with water and see if that makes any difference in this cook. Alrighty, here's our rack of spare ribs. I'm not going to trim them up. I've already seasoned the backside, pulled off the membrane, kind of cut some of the excess fat off the bone side, as I call it, the meat side. We're just going to season. And I'm going to use Killer Hog's The Barbecue Rub. The reason I like this so much is the consistency of it. it just flows out of the container here, and it's just beautiful deep red color to it. Besides the flavoring that's involved, this stuff is really good. I just love the way that it just spreads on a rack of ribs. So good. We'll get a nice coat of it on here. Okay, let's go get the Pitboss all ready. We are using Pitboss Competition Blend pellets today. Now I'm just coming in with a little brown sugar kind of based seasoning just to give it an extra flavor on the top. Alright, so we'll let this sit and kind of meld into the meat for a little bit. Okay, our grill's coming up to temp here, the initial startup. I'm putting water in the water pan. We got her full now. Once we get into this, I'm going to set it to 250. That's what we're going to cook our ribs at. I'm also going to put the iGrill on there so we have a temp comparison of how accurate it is on the Pitboss probe temp, and then a secondary probe also. So let's get it all set up here. Okay, it's 12:15. It's time to get the ribs on this Pitboss vertical smoker. Now remember, this is not so much about the ribs, even though I'm going to enjoy them. It's more about the cooker and the issue that I'm having with the controller erroring out during the cook. So right now, I don't know if we can see, try to get in there close enough and get us some numbers. Right now I have it set at 250 and it's sitting at 250. The iGrill says it's 277. So we'll monitor that and see how it does. Okay, while our ribs are going, we're going to do a little mail call. I don't know if you guys all saw that, but Chris from East Wind Farms, he has a YouTube channel. I'll have a iCard there or there, but down in the description, link to his channel. He was over in France, and of all things, he went to a sushi place in France and did a live video. And I had commented in there, he was asking if anybody wants anything. And I said, I'll take some sauces. So look what I got in the mail. And this is what he sent me. Sent me some French chopsticks. That's pretty cool. French chopsticks. Haven't opened them yet. And then he sent me some shotguns. Well, no, he packed them in this box. We'll see what's in here. Let's open it up. Thanks, Chris, by the way. I'm going to definitely enjoy this. He gave me some wasabi, French wasabi packets. Let me get it turned around. Oh, very nice. Thank you, Chris. He also sent some ginger. This is going to come in handy. I really like this. These are going to go in different things. And then they, which is kind of neat, have these little serving trays. They're a little aluminum foil type serving trays that you can put it in and dip your chicken or sushi or whatever you want in them. That's pretty neat. Thank you, Chris. Really appreciate it. All the way from France. Thanks a lot, Chris. Go check out his channel. Alright, we're 1 hour in. Let's just have a quick look here. Yeah, sitting right at 250. The iGrill says 265. Let's go ahead and open it up and spritz them a little bit. Ribs. Water's looking good. It's down a little bit. Definitely getting some stuff in it. So, Let's go ahead and spritz them. Check them in an hour again, see how we're doing. Yeah, definitely hot. Okay, so our ribs have been on for about 3 hours. We're going to take them out and we're going to wrap them. Let's check the water pan. Temperature's been staying right there. Right now it's at 275. My grill actually says it's 300. But we'll take a look and see what everything looks like. So you can see we're about 1/4 full of water, and you can see all the juices dripping in there. There's our ribs. So let's get them out and get them wrapped. I'm going to refill the water pan too. Okay, so now these ribs have been on for about an hour and a half wrapped. Let's just have a quick look. Temp is sitting right at 250 on there. iGrill says it's 275. So let's take a look inside there, see how the water is. So you can see, well, water's about half down now since I refilled it. Ribs are right there. Oh yeah, they're pending. So let's get them out and see what they look like. Have a look and see what these are looking like in here. Got some beautiful bone pullback. Nice color. Alrighty. Okay, so here are our ribs. Good little bend to them. What we're going to do is we're just going to go simple. We're just going to go with some Sweet Baby Ray's on it. And have to get another bottle out. Alright, so we're going to get these back out there and let that sauce sit. Okay, our cook is done here. Let's have a quick look. There is the spare rib, looking beautiful. Water pan, a little less than half full. All the grease drippings in it. I'll get that cleaned up here. Let's get in and cut this open, see what it looks like. Okay, we got some good pullback on this. Got some good color. Let's cut her open. That's good lemonade. Alright, so let's just recap on the Pitboss vertical smoker. Mine is the copperhead. Got it at Walmart. I paid full retail there for full retail of around $4.50. my thoughts. Is it worth it? Well, in this cook, using the water in their water pan, it did really well. I mean, I'm going to tell you, I did not have temperature swings like I've seen before on it. Now, keep in mind, this is just one cook. So I'm basing it off this one cook right now. Never didn't get any error alarms. Thing ran the whole time. No issues. There were about 20 degrees, I would say, swings, high and low, so 40 degrees total. But it was right there. And, you know, it is what it is. And as you saw the ribs, they come out perfect. You know, boy, this is going to be a bold statement, but I prefer the way the ribs come off on a pellet grill, pellet smoker, than over the Weber's, and even my offset, my Oklahoma Joe. Now, I'm still playing around with them, and I will continue experimenting and trying to come up with a good way to do them on those other cookers. But as far as what I like and what my wife likes, we can't complain one bit about a pellet grill. It does a fabulous job. This did a great job. It's been a great cooker. I do think it's worth the money. It does lots of meat. Has capacity, is impressive, and fuel consumption is average with anything I've ever used. I will continue to put water in the pan. Downside of that is it's going to get dirty. It's going to look gross. I'll just dump it over my neighbor's fence. So, but anyway, I'm still happy with it, and I think it was a smart decision when I bought it for what I was looking for in a smoker. And I have to say it's no complaints whatsoever. Even when it was giving me the errors, hey, you know, that's what it is. But I will continue to try different cooks with it and test it out and see how it performs, because when you compare it to like my Rectech, which was considerably quite a bit more money and has a PID controller, and it just sits there, you know, starting out, Pitboss smokers, grills do the job, bottom line. And hopefully over time it holds up like it's been holding up now, and that controller does what it's supposed to do. But anyhow, like I always say, thank you for watching. You can do this too. It's not that difficult. Grill on. Back to those ribs. I got to tear open those.